meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody. It's the LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Ethan Embry and Peter Facinelli, both here tonight from the new movie Stealing Time, which is coming out tomorrow. And this movie has Jennifer Garner in it. That's cool.
Like a little
like
bit.
Yeah.
Very little.
Like she got cut out.
But that's
She's
fine.
in it for a second.
Because like I remember when like Farrah Fawcett was really hot and Channel 5 would rerun Logan's Run. And they'd say, starring Farrah Fawcett. And she was in the movie for like 4 seconds. But that's what you do. You get a big name in there. Not that you guys aren't
And Peter worked with Bill Bellamy.
big names.
Yeah.
Oh, Fast Lane.
He's not in it at all. He's not in Stealing Time.
I'll tell you, I love that Fast Lane.
Way to go, B!
Way to go, P. I love that Fast Lane because they had a GT40, a Golf GT40 in the first episode.
That was fun to drive.
And then they flipped it. But I noticed
it was just a shell.
Yeah, as it was flipping in slow motion, I kept TiVoing and going nuts and noticed the exhaust wasn't right on it. So I was drunk, but I still wanted to say.
Were you on mushrooms at the time?
No, not that time.
That's a beautiful car.
Yes.
And they let me drive it around the track. It was insane.
They let you drive. It was a replica, right?
The replica, yeah.
Hey, but the replicas are $125,000.
Yeah.
You know, some monocoque
They
chassis
did have
with
one
everything.
autographed one that was a real one that they actually they used for some of the shots. With
really?
Stunt double actually drove that one around. And he drove that one around with me.
Bitchin', huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop talking about the GT40 and Fastlane, but I do miss Fastlane. I love that show.
Well, thank you.
And so let's talk about the movie. What's it about? How's it work? What's going on?
You want to take this one, Peter? No, you go ahead. After you.
It's four friends out of college, and basically they're all eager to like get their lives started, and they realize that their lives aren't going that well. And my character ends up finding out that he has a brain tumor, and he doesn't have much time to live. So all these hopes and dreams that he had, all these plans of doing, actually gets cut short, and he has a very small amount of time to do the things that he wants to do. So his shortcut of doing these things is actually robbing a bank. So he tries to convince his other 3 friends
Who aren't dying.
to rob a bank, although they don't know that he's dying, so they just think he's crazy.
Right.
But then when he convinces them that their lives are crap, it all starts
like a good friend usually
like a good
does.
friend usually does. I put up a pretty good argument.
I do. Once in a while, you see a movie that inspires you.
Yeah.
Like you just start thinking, why? Drew, there's an ant on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't know if it's the same ant. Well, it's not anymore because I just crushed it.
There was one here last night.
Crushed it with my powerful hands.
Yeah.
But, they can lift 7,000 times their own weight. I can still crush them I kill them with a shampoo bottle. Big deal. I'm not impressed. If 7,000 times your own weight is the weight of a Q-tip, not impressed. That's the way I work. But here's the thing. And does anyone ever really document that? Everyone, ants are so strong.
You should do a study on that.
Yeah, look into those ants. There was a single ant. There's a single ant crawling on my coffee mug
Last night? Yeah.
No, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And then last night there was a single ant on my right shoulder, just the same as it was on your right shoulder.
They have something called Raid now that it's in a can and you can just spray it. And
I know.
You don't have to crush them with your bare fingers anymore.
I can though. I'm so powerful.
You've got that kung fu grip.
I got my ass kicked by a moth once, but other than that, I've never lost to an insect.
But that was Mothra. Be serious.
That's true. I was thinking about Mothra the other day, and I thought, you Japs couldn't come up with a better villain than a moth. It's a giant moth. Everyone's scared of moths. Everyone's scared they're going to swallow it, but they're not scared it's going to kill them. Yeah, ever heard of Mothra?
No.
You guys don't know Mothra. You're too young to know Mothra. Drew, you know Mothra.
Of course.
You just got to point a big light somewhere.
It'll
attract it. It'll start beating its head into the light.
We must build a porch light that's 70 stories high.
And then there was the turtle.
That was Rodan.
Rodan.
Okay, you guys are losing us
All
now.
right, let me explain something. You know Godzilla, right?
We know Godzilla. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
With Matthew Broderick, right?
Godzilla had to, after a while, Godzilla had to fight. He fought Mothra, which was a big flying moth, and then he fought Rodan, which was a turtle that spun around.
He fought a dinosaur at one point too. Remember that one? Remember that one?
Well, they were the gargantuans.
That ankylosaurus kind of thing with the tails whipping it.
Yeah.
This is all one movie, or is this like the whole chain of
genre? Yeah.
This
is like Godzilla 1 through 50s.
This is the evolution
yeah.
of Godzilla,
Okay.
and then eventually that Godzuki, his son, was introduced. You guys don't know Godzuki?
Was Godzuki born, or was he like in a pouch?
See,
like a kangaroo.
That's the whole thing. Like,
was there like a Godzuki hanging out of a pouch?
It's like Ted. I was waiting for Ted McGinley to make an appearance on Godzilla eventually, which is like they have to keep going. They have to start spinning the stories off into love triangles and a son we never heard of. And like, who the hell is Godzilla's son? Was he humping another Godzilla? Like, how do you get a son? He didn't have a wife or anything. You know, there's no Mrs. Zilla. Well, anyway, you guys should see Godzuki. I'm going to find you guys.
This is always my favorite part of the show because there's some guy in Minnesota who's been on hold for 2 hours wondering why he has oozing lumps on his penis, and you guys are here talking about it's beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous thing.
I'm going to find you guys Rodan and Godzuki and Mothra during the break.
All right.
Okay.
On the computer.
I'll find it for you.
Yeah, Drew, you go find it on the computer
Right now.
I'd like to see pictures of Godzuki.
I'll tell you something.
Do you have any in your wallet?
Do you know? I have some in my car. I could run out and get those. You know Chris Carter, the wideout?
X-Files, right?
No, different Chris Carter. This one's the wideout for used to be for Minnesota for a long time. Now it's on Inside the NFL. Hall of Fame. Going to be Hall of Fame wide receiver?
I know.
Chris Carter? Okay. Don't you guys got to get back in your bubble at some point? Yeah, I mean, all the stimulation, all the information, the light, the germs. Don't you guys need to get back in the cocoon?
He was around time with rice.
Hey, I thought it was. I knew one Chris Carter.
You're right. That's the. Hey, all right, I'm going to show you that Chris Carter looks like Godzuki. That's my point. Okay. I'm going to show you a guy you never heard of looks like something
that I never heard of.
Okay. And it's going to be impressive. All right. This is why I couldn't get laid, by the way. This was every date I ever went. Godzuki? No, I don't know Godzuki. Pablo?
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah, I was just wondering why. When I whack off, just to a girl in school, she usually just stares at me when I go, and she just questions me why am I doing it to her. But
what?
Do you know Godzuki?
It'll cure all your problems.
Is this while you're at school, or is this after school?
This is school when I'm home.
This is bogus.
No, seriously. I mean, they just.
He sounds sincere.
Sounds retarded, but that's not the same as sincere. Yeah.
Pablo, what is your question exactly? State it again.
I want to know if girls know when the guy's whacking off to them.
Yes.
No.
If you stare at them.
No, they don't. How would they know that?
No, well, it's like a mother knows when her child is in trouble.
How would they know that? Like rabbits? Yes.
Well, I mean, I've done it before, but
How would they know, Pablo? Come on.
They will stare at me.
How would they know?
Like staring at me.
How do they? What do you mean they stare at you? Where are they?
Watching you?
They would know if they're in the room.
Are you on any medication or anything, Pablo?
Yeah.
What medication?
I forgot the name.
He's an idiot.
I don't know. What medication? I take it, but I don't know the name.
All right. Do you ever have like Zyprexa? Are you on Zyprexa?
Yeah.
It's Zyprexa.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tend to get ideas about people thinking about you or the TV talking to you, things like that.
Oh.
I don't know what's wrong with this phone. It's our phone system screwed up, but you think Pablo's for real, and Pablo's really picturing
He's
this
psychotic,
stuff. Yeah, and he thinks
those are ideas of reference
that when he beats off,
thinking
when he goes to school the next day, they somehow know.
Like they can hear his thoughts.
Or maybe he's just Catholic and he has like Catholic guilt. And he's sitting in the corner and he's looking at the girl and she's glancing at him and he's like,
he wouldn't be.
Pablo's a Jewish name. There's no Catholic with Pablo. That's Jewish. No.
Yes. He wouldn't be on Zyprexa for guilt.
Godzuki, Jewish name, Catholic
Pablo
name.
And his brother Jesus.
Yeah.
Pablo?
So Pablo,
huh?
are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Do you get ideas like that where you think people can hear your thoughts, or the TV's speaking directly to you, things like that?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know if I'm paranoid or not.
Well, it's kind of a paranoia, yeah.
Medication adjustment.
And the medicine is right, and keep taking it and talk to the doctor about these ideas you have, these feelings you have, all right? Because that medication will actually take those away.
Believe me, they don't know. They don't know.
Are you Catholic, Pablo?
If they knew, Adam would be. Imagine the arrest record.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay,
My sister's friends would just. I'm
Catholic. I have Catholic guilt.
There'd be like a class action lawsuit against.
All your sister's friends, all the kids in North Hollywood.
They beat off to me 17,000 times. That's a lawsuit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pain of
class
suffering.
action.
Pain of
Right.
suffering.
Yeah. All right. We haven't talked to anyone like Pablo in a while.
Psychotic. No,
Yeah?
not so clearly so. Yeah.
What do you do with a guy like that? You just watch him?
Medicine.
Medicine? And watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but good times, right?
Yeah.
All right. Alex,
Yes.
you're 21?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to talk to y'all, and I do know about all the Godzilla movies. My favorite is Megalon, where they drive that little Ford Festiva import car down like 20,000 steps.
Do you know Mothra?
I know Mothra, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Personally?
You know Mothra? Have you been to Godzuki? Do you know Godzuki?
I know of, but I haven't really sat down and watched them. And I'm only 21. How old are your guests on the show?
Older.
14 and 15. Godzuki blows smoke rings. He doesn't have fire. He can only come up with smoke rings.
Right.
And you know Rodan, the turtle?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, because no bigger nightmare than a turtle
with jet
and a
engines.
moth pairing up. You know what I mean? That's a nightmare. You got a turtle and a moth coming after you.
End of the world.
End of the world.
What kind of weapon is smoke rings? Is that like
unclear.
Aquaman? He has no powers. He just can swim with fish.
As we've learned from Rob Reiner, secondhand smoke, first-rate killer. 50-something thousand Americans die.
He's killing them slowly.
As a doctor.
Every minute.
thousands and thousands of Americans die from secondhand
Cigarettes
smoke. Right?
it's a form of suicide.
First-rate killer. First-rate
Smoking.
killer. It's like committing suicide over a 6-year period. All right. Alex?
Yes.
All right. So you have PTSD?
Yeah, I was just diagnosed with combat-related PTSD.
That's a post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
And you were in Iraq?
Yes, I was.
What were you doing over there?
Well, it's a long, mixed-up story. Mostly like infantry stuff.
Infantry?
Right.
He said infantry and inventory.
It sounded like
made it into
inventory,
one
yeah,
word,
yeah.
which wouldn't be a bad troop to be. A little shooting, a little stacking.
Stalking the show.
Stock some shelves, shoot some Iraqis.
And were you in heavy combat?
Not so much heavy, but we were involved in shootings and stuff like that. There were a few
Combat
things
period,
that went on, but my question is, I'm on a bunch of different medications now that my doctor's experimenting with, and the thing that they're saying is that I should stop drinking altogether. I turned 21 in Iraq, and so I'm 21. I like to go out and have a few brewskis with the guys, but one doctor says that anything that I drink is going to be abusing alcohol, and the other one says that it's going to have adverse reactions. It's like whoever I talk to, there's different responses.
They're all telling you
they're all
not,
bad though.
They're all telling you not to do it.
Right.
That's right.
They're all, not just don't do it. They're saying completely no. If I ask, well,
Drew's going to
you
complete
okay?
the trifecta by telling you not to drink.
Let me try a different angle with you. Is there alcoholism in your family?
It's possible that it's on my dad's side. I've never heard yay or nay on it.
So if you also have that gene, one of the great ways to activate the disorder, if you're genetically prone, is a post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
That's sort of a combo that we
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, listen. Can you get booze in Iraq?
Not officially, but
All right.
They don't have
I can't take
Iraqi
it anymore.
beer?
So I'm interested in what medicine's on, but it's all right.
You want to know? It's going to take a while to get it out of him. He's one of these big breathy guys, but like everything. Every time he asks someone, and we talk to these people all night. Every time you ask them a question, you think they're going to break into song. Where you go like, "Can you get beer?" Let me tell you a story. But then it doesn't go anywhere. So everyone that calls the show is Bob Dylan. What medication you on, Alex?
I'm on Zyprexa, sertraline, tenolol, and trazodone.
All right. That's a pretty interesting combo.
All right.
You're pretty strung out, pretty wired up, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, Alex, God bless you for going over there and doing the Lord's work. Not Allah's work, the Lord's work. You hear me, Allah? And listen to your doctors, listen to Drew, and the booze is
maybe
not
this
going to
may
be a
be
good way for you to go.
It will definitely interact with those medication, and it could be the start of something really serious.
You save the booze for me and Mothra. All right. Let's, we got to talk to a chick. Oh, my God.
You want that?
Drew, that's a horrible call. Abducted and beaten by gangsters?
Oh, my God.
I want some big jug calls. By the way, who do I got to blow to get a big jug call on this goddamn show? Every night I beg for some big jug calls. I never get any. Drew, how many big
Don't worry,
jug
they're
calls?
not hearing you now either, so.
I know, but how many big jug calls we got in the last year? 3?
Yeah.
It used to rain big jug calls
Ever
on this
since
show.
Minka, you sort of
You guys know
fell out of
Minka?
bed.
No.
Number 1 Asian big boob queen.
Number 1, Asian big boob queen.
Is that like
She knows Mothra and Godzuki.
Godzuki's
You know she knows Godzuki.
a relative of Godzuki?
She's probably made a movie or two
She
with
used to
him.
play tennis.
She used to.
Don't play tennis no more.
Oh, Anderson. God bless you. That's true.
Who is number 1?
True. Minka's number
Godzuki.
1. All right. Yeah.
Take Laura. Yeah.
You want to go too?
No.
All right. Laura,
Yes,
what's up? You're 21, yeah.
21. I gotta say, I love you guys to death. You're great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Georgia.
Where?
Carrollton.
Atlanta area?
Carrollton. It's about 30 miles or 30 minutes outside of it. It's the State University of West Georgia.
Oh, nice. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so here's my question. I've been dating my boyfriend for about a month now, and when he gets sexually aroused, he starts producing lubrication, and it's pretty much like pre-cum.
No. Wait,
That's what that is.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Well,
Guys don't lubricate. It's just,
Well, I know
prostatic
that now,
secretions
but-
serve the function of lubrication, but that's semen basically.
You could get pregnant from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
yeah. Well, we don't have that problem.
Bitter
He's got it.
tasting, too.
But
Yeah.
it's like immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
has an erection, and it's immediate.
He's got a weak gasket, I guess, Adam.
Yeah. Well, that's him. How old is he?
He's 18.
He's 18. You're 21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, huh?
Yeah, that's what you do when you're 18. He's probably surprised someone is touching him. It's exciting. Are you his first girl?
No. He's, I think I'm number 4.
Mm-hmm. All right. And is this going to last? It's kind of weird. You're 21 and 18. Like, 21-year-old girls date 27-year-old guys. I mean, you're not 3 years off. You're like 10 years off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's good times. It's fine.
He's,
Yeah.
he's a mature 18, and he's a good guy. So
Mm-hmm. All right.
We give it our seal of approval. So
All right.
what's your question about it? About his gasket?
Well, I was just wondering how normal it is. And on a side note, if
That's pretty normal.
he dries up a little bit, he can actually tense his muscles and force more to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Really?
guys, yeah. Some guys really leak. It's like they will put out the equivalent of an ejaculate in the
Over the course of that time?
Yes.
That's a class move,
And
by
then
the
if
way,
they-
when
then
you
if they
get up from a date and you get a big spot in your pants.
Yeah, and if they squeeze their
Smooth.
perineum, they're just pushing out the little bit that's already in the tube.
It turns
basically.
on. It depends on how turned on you are too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little more.
We have
sometimes
somebody in the
a
room
little
here that evidently
Yeah.
has the problem. You see?
Yeah.
That's not a problem. There's nothing wrong
It's
with
a problem if nothing's coming out. That's called shooting blanks.
It's a manliness. It's a
Yeah, he
manliness.
likes you.
It's a good thing.
This
Well,
is
also,
it's love.
I don't know if it's related or not, but him being 18 and considering that when we first had sex, he hadn't had sex in about 4 months, and I was expecting a short night, and he lasted for about an hour and a half.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
Don't think for a second.
There's no problem. I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Just because he hadn't had sex in 4 months doesn't mean semen wasn't raining forth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
let's
I
see.
figured,
What's
you know,
4 times a day times 4 months?
It'd be a quickie. He
It's about
never
600
has
times.
quickies, so I was wondering if that was kind of related
okay.
to it or not.
No, listen.
Not that I've ever. Not that I've ever
What do
seen.
you want?
I don't. Not that I've ever.
Want me to start dating him? Sounds hot. All right, he's a good guy. Hang
Good,
on to
Laura.
him.
It's good. You're fine.
Hey, but
keep
watch
that-
out. You're going to get pregnant.
Yes, keep that morning after pill around, will you please? You know what that is?
Yes, I know what that is.
Get them.
All right.
Put it in your medicine cabinet just in case that condom breaks. He'll have, whether or not he's ejaculated, he'll have had enough emitted to do the job.
Yeah, because that stuff is fortified with
10 essential vitamins.
It's got a lot of sperm in it, right?
Yes, it sure does.
It does?
Yes, it does.
Mm.
Well, there's actually debate about it, but
What do you mean
certainly
debate? You can't figure that out?
Certainly, some men, yes, it's fortified. It's just you can't tell for a given male whether it's fortified.
I don't got anything going.
That's
I
why
don't have-
pulling
I don't
out
have that
doesn't
gasket.
always work
Doesn't
for
work.
people.
No.
Doesn't work. But
Because of that.
But Adam's
pre-
got the tight gasket thing.
I got a great gasket.
Not me. Drew just brushed my leg, and I'm
My foot's
right
wet.
now.
My foot's,
I heard the sound. I wasn't sure what that was. I thought you were just shifting it. Drew, you shouldn't have touched his knee.
I
You didn't mean
it wasn't intentional. I assure you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's a doctor. He's got a slow hand. Craig?
Yo, what's up? Okay, I've got something to add to your Godzilla talk.
Yes.
You left out Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
Ghidorah.
Yeah, but was it Ghidorah? I don't think it was Ghidorah.
I'm going to the computer.
Oh, it was Ghidorah.
Was it Ghidorah? I thought it was Hydra.
Oh, maybe I'm pronouncing.
Oh, you're pronouncing it the wrong way.
In Japanese, it's Ghidra.
Right.
But I think in American,
I think that
it's
we called
Hydra.
it Hydra.
And
Yeah.
what about Godzuki's Japanese kid friend? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They ran around in the forest while Godzilla kicked ass or whatever.
I can't dig that deep into the Godzilla movies. I was already trying to convince the boys that Godzuki really exists.
Wonderful.
All right. I don't know. All right. Thanks there, Greg.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah. Forgot about Hydra. That's the three-headed monster.
Yeah.
And does that spit fire, or is that just Smokey too? Smokey the Godzilla.
Let's see. I think Hydra. One of the heads was really. Oh, jeez! I just pulled an ant off my head, Drew.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
send you a
pulled
big
it
can
off
of
my
Raid.
goddamn forehead. What is this? I'm done with ants. Can we just look? Can we just agree? By the way, roaches, ants, rats. Can we just make a move on these critters and just knock them out? You know what I mean? I mean, I know there's all this sort of food chain BS where you screw up this and it screws up that, but what about the predators? But who the hell needs ants, roaches,
Somehow
and rats?
it would probably make our race extinct if you did that. I don't know how,
but here's the deal. Our grandkids, kids may be extinct. We would be living in a roach and rat-free environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to chance that. It's going to take several hundred years. You know what I mean? So our grandkids get screwed. Big deal. We don't have ants crawling on our foreheads when we're trying to do radio shows.
That's true, because it takes so much effort to crush it with your two fingers.
Well, I can easily do it.
With your Kung Fu grip.
And as you noticed, I crushed Drew's ant with my left hand, and I crushed my forehead ant with my right hand. I have that
You're
kind
an
of
ant-crushing ambidextrous man.
I have that kind of crushing power in both hands.
That's why I'm sitting all the way over here.
Yeah, I got him a name like Godzadam or something. What's his special strength? He can crush things that are a millionth his size. Yeah. All right, let's take ourselves just a little break. Drew, did you find anything yet?
Look at Godzuki. It's not good.
Do me a favor, and you'll find Godzuki.
It's a band or something. So
No.
You know what? In another life, you're going to come back as an ant.
And then I'll crush
and
myself.
someone's going to crush you.
I think that already happened, really. There were my parents. Peter Facinelli's here. Ethan Embry here. Drew sneezing his ass off and looking for Godzilla over there. Stealing Time, name of the movie. Out this Friday. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Every hour, 2 Americans under the age of 25.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew, Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry, both here tonight from Stealing Time, coming out in the theaters tomorrow, Friday, October 3rd. Drew spent the last 5 minutes looking for Godzuki and could find...
No Godzuki for you.
No Godzuki for you.
Nothing.
Drew, you really? A college boy, huh?
Let's go.
You just couldn't find Godzuki, huh?
Did you see what I was having to dig through there? Yeah, give me 10 minutes, I'll do it.
I'm a nuts and bolts guy. I swing a hammer. I like to roll my sleeves up. But I wasn't some college nerd like you. Couldn't find Godzuki. It's disappointing. And
I know. I'm ashamed. I am.
I think Ethan and Peter are a little kind of let down.
I wanted to see Godzuki.
You did, right? Yeah. I could tell. You a little let down, Ethan?
I'm not that excited about it to begin with.
He's being strong for you.
One Y chromosome in the group here.
You find Godzuki, Drew.
Yeah, of course.
Then don't come back until you do. All
right, you just call me a little girl? Is that what he did?
No, I called them.
Oh,
him
okay.
particularly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kate?
Hello?
Kate, you're 20?
Yeah.
Wait, the Y is the dude chromosome, right?
Yeah, he's got the one Y chromosome.
So you got the one Y. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, good times. What's up, Kate?
I don't know. I've been having some problems with my boyfriend lately, and I think it's because I can't really figure out what he wants from me. Because I try, no matter how hard I try, to, like, be loyal to him and to show him that I love him, he still doesn't trust me, and that's, like, the worst part about the whole
Where did that lack of trust, did something happen?
Well, let's just forget about that. Let me say what it says on the screen. Abducted and beaten by gangsters. Moved home, got raped.
I've been through, my life's pretty crazy for a 20-year-old. I graduated high school. Well, I used to model in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I graduated high school, and I did really well with my grades and everything, and I went to Oxford for 2 trimesters. They do it in trimesters in England, so I was there for about 8 months.
Out of high school?
I came back, and I was at school in South Bend, and on my birthday, I was abducted by 4 gang members and beaten, and I was left for dead in a parking lot in Gary, and it messed me up because I had amnesia for 2 months, and I was blind in my right eye for a month, and I don't know, it was just a really crazy time.
Well, all right. Well, hold on. You graduated high school at 18.
Yes.
You went to Oxford.
Yes.
In England. You went to school there for a couple semesters or trimesters.
Yeah.
What kind of that's some sort of high school program?
Well, she graduated high school, right?
I graduated high school. I was at university.
You enrolled at Oxford as a full-time student?
Yes.
Why'd you come back?
I took 3 triple major.
Why'd you come back?
Because I went over there and basically I graduated high school, packed up 2 of my suitcases and left, and I got to England with nowhere to live, and I ended up just living in a youth hostel for 2 weeks, and then when I moved into the house that I lived in, September 11th happened, and that really bothered me because a lot of my friends after high school went into the U.S. forces, and they were being sent off, and it was really freaking me out. So I just ended up, and I had a scholarship to other schools back in the United States, so I just came back.
And where did you go in South Bend?
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
You went to Notre Dame.
What was your triple major at Oxford?
Sociology, art and architecture, and film production.
Wow. What? Hold on a second. We got to talk.
That doesn't make sense.
How do you, first off, can you have a triple major your first year of college, your first trimester of college? You announce you have a triple major? All right.
I didn't want to try to dissect this one.
Okay, but there's something going on here.
Yes.
Now, it's not lying out and out, but there's some
disorganization.
There's some holes in the story. Not bogus.
Might be the head injury.
Could be the head injury.
She seems a little scattered.
Yeah.
Could be because of what happened.
She's had so much trauma, but she's just talking about like the one boyfriend problem.
Yeah.
That's why she called in for this guy's not giving her the love that she wants.
This may take a while. Do you know, Kate?
Happened at Notre Dame. I came back to Evanston.
So hold on a second. Kate, shut up. Do you know Godzuki?
Yes.
You do. You know of Godzuki.
I actually sat in Godzilla's hand at Universal Studios.
And you're familiar with Godzuki?
Yeah.
A 20-year-old who suffered brain injuries knows Godzuki. And you two
I've never
big
heard
time
of
movie
him.
stars,
Yeah.
never heard of him.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, Kate. So you came back. You're going to Notre Dame. It's your 19th birthday?
Yes.
And on your 19th birthday, you're abducted by gang members.
Yeah.
Where are you when you're abducted?
I was at a birthday party being held for me. There were like 70 of my good friends, like a bunch of my good friends, and like all the people in the house were people that I knew.
All right, so you're at your own.
I just went outside to smoke a cigarette, and it was just by chance that this happened.
By chance?
It was like a drive-by abduction, or was it people that were invited to the party?
It was random. South Bend is the most. I'm sorry, but I hate it. It's a disgusting place. It's not safe at all.
And then they took you to Gary?
Yeah. Well,
so they abducted you. Hold on a second. You're blowing a butt out front of the party. They come pulling up in their car.
Were the guns drawn,
they
or
had
what?
an old Suburban. Like, I really don't remember very much.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And they throw you in the car, and they drive you to Gary.
I don't remember any of it at all.
All right.
When I
And then
woke up, I guess they had given me liquid G is what they told me, because when they gave me this, I think what saved me is that I had my period on my birthday, and they woke up. I know this is kind of disturbing, but it proves that I wasn't raped, because I still had a tampon in when they found me.
Well, a lot of guys will put that back. That's something my father taught me. Many
kid and everything, and they,
Right. Okay. So yeah, they didn't rape you.
No.
But they just beat you.
Yeah.
And they dropped,
left you for dead.
Left you for dead in some parking lot in Gary, Indiana.
Wow.
Some girl found me and drove me back to South Bend. Like, I had no idea who I was, and they stole. Wait a
minute. Hold on a second. Now, if somebody who had been severely beaten and left for dead in a parking lot, would you pick them up and drive them a couple hundred miles back to their house, or wouldn't you just call
take
the
them to
cops?
a hospital? Yeah.
All right.
We're going in for this one.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah,
This could
ours.
spill into Sunday night show.
Yeah.
It really could. I know. And, I'll tell you the thing about talk radio. Here's the cardinal sin of talk radio is to talk to anyone for more than 28 seconds. Like all our program director ever tells me to shut up, and then tells us to take more calls, take more calls, take more calls. Ironically, we're adding to the length of this call with my take more calls conversation. And if you listen to other talk radio shows, they're always like, hey, what's your problem? What's going to do? Okay, I'll tell you, I disagree. Bob from Irvine, you're on line 5. You're on the hotline. Yeah, but I don't know.
You're trying to help people. You want to take some time.
I don't even care, but I'm I'm interested. Like, I got to know.
It's like a bad car wreck. You just got to stop and watch.
This is a crazy story.
You're over here rubbernecking it. Okay, go ahead.
How far is Gary from South Bend?
It's 45 minutes. It's about 30 miles.
What prompted this woman to pick you up and drive you that distance?
She was an angel.
I know, but why didn't she take you to the hospital or call the cops?
Oh, she should have.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she hasn't gotten her wings yet. Okay, so anyway, now you're having trouble with your boyfriend. Do you come from any chaos?
No, I've had kind of a crazy life just for being 20 years old. But
sure, but I mean your family of origin. Any alcohol,
not at all, not
violence?
whatsoever.
How long you been going out with this guy?
A little bit over a year.
Are you having persistent neurologic problems?
Well, what do you mean by that? I'm having problems because he doesn't trust me for no reason. And
well, maybe one of the neurologic residual problems is impulse control problems. That's one of the things that happens when people have been smacked in the head, is they can't contain their impulses well. And maybe he sees this, or maybe he's more aware of it than you are, and it scares him.
But I've focused on my education and focused on our relationship, and there's absolutely no reason for it.
Let me ask this. All right, look, if he doesn't trust you for no reason whatsoever,
then it's his problem.
Then he's a bad guy, and you should get out of the relationship.
A lot of the times you'll put off, like if you've cheated on somebody, if you've been unloyal.
Yes,
you'll displace that on your. You'll say, "I can't trust you. How can I trust?" And you'll take it out on the person.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes,
that's what I was wondering. Is because it's kind of fishy to me, because it all started just because I was in a room at school where I came back to. I'm at culinary school now because it's closer to where I live.
This chick's got range. You got to give her that. Okay, listen, Kate,
student, artist,
sociologist,
what's
the logical Irish?
How old is this guy?
He's 20.
And he found you in the room with who?
I was in a room at school. They were just we were just hanging out in a room, and this guy that raped me the beginning of this year, He pulled me into the bathroom.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Wait.
the rape guy.
And he walked into the room.
Chef Repair.
The mushrooms, the forceful sexual intercourse.
Wow. Wait a minute. The guy who raped you is also at your culinary school?
Yeah, because after I came back from South Bend, I came here.
And got raped.
Wait, was that the first time you've been raped, or have you been raped before?
I've a couple times before.
A couple
All right,
times.
so you come on. You had been sexually abused, Kate.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
We
well,
asked you about that at the
Then I
very
asked you
beginning.
like 3 days ago if the family was good and if there's alcoholism or abuse, and you said everything was great
No, everything was great.
except for the sexual abuse, right?
Not by anybody I love.
Yeah, but
Well, who sexually abused you beside Chef
Repair?
Chef Repair?
It was just at school, at boarding school, when I was a junior in high school, and a bunch of my best guy friends. They all.
Why did your parents send you to? Why did your parents send you to boarding school?
I wanted to go to boarding school because 4 of my best guy friends did that to me.
Okay. Hey, listen,
you need to
Kate.
see a psychiatrist.
Yeah,
Seriously.
You got to see a psychiatrist.
You're going to have more trauma, more victimization. You've got head injury. You've got mood issues. You've got impulse control problems. You've got judgment issues, insight issues. I mean, you've got tons and tons of things going on here. And you're an abuse survivor. That is probably the core issue in all of this. Please, I understand intellectually you're doing well and you're pursuing a career and whatnot, but if you do not take care of these psychiatric problems, this will all be derailed.
I was just picturing a sign at the culinary school that says, days since last rape, like those work accident signs, like 22 days. That would be a funny sign just to put up, 286 days since last rape, just like put it up, like this.
Rape free since January 99.
People are like, what the F's up with the sign? You're like, 228 days. I think that's a pretty good run. We're not, we don't include weekends. Those are work days. All right. Okay. Something huge was going on with Kate.
We knew it immediately.
Something huge. There's always something going on.
Well, that was
when
worth
you
some
hear
time
this.
on that. We uncovered
We sorted it out. But when she said I was raped 2 more times, that was it. That's sexual abuse, period. It's the only thing that does.
Yeah, and they
gangbanged her all of her best friends. Can you say gangbang on the radio?
Yes.
No.
Of course. Well,
I mean, yes. Yes. All right. Drew, I feel ants on me.
I need to take a bath, shower.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come with you.
It's a combination of
I'll give you
ants
one of my
and Kate's
famous
story.
I have famous golden ones.
Let's go.
Super
Come on.
special one.
I can't wait. Let's go.
All right. Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry here tonight from Stealing Time. Coming out tomorrow. Hey, if you're not too busy getting raped, go out and see it tomorrow night. Boy, Ethan loves rape. We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Well, I got Pete. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Peter Facinelli's here, along with Ethan Embry, both from Stealing Time, coming out tomorrow night, or tomorrow day, I should say. And in wide release. Yes, it's everywhere.
Kind of, sort of.
Limited.
Limited everywhere.
New York.
I think there's
LA.
one theater.
Little art house movie.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Chicago, perhaps.
Fly to LA and see the movie.
Well, you can.
But then it's going to get wider release after it steals
some time.
Steals everyone's heart.
Yes, steals
Stealing
the
their
attention.
hearts.
Everybody has their heart.
Or Blockbuster, whichever. People don't. If you don't go see the movie,
You can go to stealingtime-themovie.com if you want to find out more about it, more about the people that are in it, and where it's playing. All right, so, got a fast lane question here. I should take that one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I love that fast
43
lane.
minutes on hold.
Nick,
Yeah.
you got a fast lane question for
Yeah, I
Peter?
was just wondering if Fastlane was ever going to hit the air again, and if not, is there ever going to be a DVD?
no, it got canceled, and I don't know if they're going to do a DVD of the first season. I mean, it'd be
like-
cool.
Well, it seems like you should. I mean,
Yeah.
the show was so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, each episode seemed... just the stunts and the cars and we were just talking
we were
about
blowing
this.
a lot of stuff up.
with Bill Bellamy earlier in the week, but it just seemed like every episode was like a mini movie. I mean, it must have been. What
I think
do you
that's
know what
why
the budget was?
It was in the mid $2 million range, I think. So
every 8 days, every episode.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was probably the most expensive show I think Fox had, and I think it's one of the reasons why it didn't come back. It just was getting really costly.
So we never got to find out what happened to Billy after you guys did all that work with the diamonds and whatnot, and that crazy lady captured Billy or whatnot. We never got to find out, or
Yes,
you will.
No, I don't think you'll ever find out. No, but Tiffany's fine. She's living in L.A.
Oh yeah, I know that. I was talking about the series.
No, I know. I don't. No, that's that happens and it kind of sucks. But no, I'll never know either.
Oh, okay.
All right, but
sorry.
What about Godzuki?
I don't have no idea.
No Godzuki.
No Godzuki.
Is that on DVD, Godzuki?
Oh yeah, I'm sure
you can't even find that on the internet.
Drew can't find it. Puss, I'll find that on the internet if I have to. Grant?
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
You're 19? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm doing pretty good. I just have a question real quick. My girlfriend and I have been together for about 2.5 years or almost there. She just turned 21 on Monday. And we've been having sex pretty regularly, about once or twice a week probably. And I'm just curious, is there a way that you can increase decrease the time between times when you're ready to go again for a guy, for myself?
For a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
Is it you want to restore erection or you want to be able to ejaculate again?
Restore erection. Sorry,
You should be able. 19-year-olds should be able to get an erection within a few minutes.
Yeah, I thought that too, and it's never really been a problem. I mean, we've been able to go back to back a couple times, but it's not consistent.
Yeah, well, spend a little more time in between your sessions, and that'll help store.
How long does it
A little
take?
heavy petting always helps,
Yeah, how long does it take for you to orgasm the first time?
I'm not going to say I'm like a Superman by any means, but I don't know, usually 10 minutes or so, maybe 15. Depends on kind of our mood and what pace we take it, stuff like that.
All right. Then you bounce back 20 minutes later?
Yeah, it's sometimes it's quick.
Listen, cry me a river, buddy.
There's new Viagra's out there. I was reading about that today. It's pretty
neat.
neat.
He's 19.
No.
Impossible.
Bust a nut, and then 20 minutes later gets a new boner.
I need to get smoke alarm.
20 minutes.
I need to hear some
5.
chirping. I miss the chirping. So let's try Lisa here. I feel chirping coming.
Dude, you want? Is it my job to explain every goddamn thing on this show, or you just gotta go with the cryptic chirping conversation?
I assume anyone listens to the show with any regularity.
Don't assume anyone listens to this show. And what about our guests?
That we listen to all night long. Hear people who smoke alarms. Batteries need to be changed. That
Nobody's listening.
They live with the chirping of the smoke alarm constantly in the background of their life for years.
People are weird.
Oh, no, they're stupid. It's not so much weird, it's just stupid.
It takes so much effort, though, to change the battery. I mean,
yeah, well,
I'd rather listen to the chirping.
I've figured out that women are incapable of handling anything above their head. They can't get the light bulbs. They can't change 9-volt batteries. It's the smoke detectors on the ceiling, and women just stare at it. They can't figure it out. It's like hanging a banana from my monkey cage. There's no blocks to build with. They just stare at it. They go nuts. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up?
I made a big mistake, and I think that after listening to you guys for so many years, I shouldn't have, But I had unprotected sex with a bisexual guy back in June.
Okay.
And he called me tonight and said he found a bump near his rectum. And and he went to Planned Parenthood, and they found it there.
Could have been a raisinette. That happened to me once.
And
I mean,
did they say
that's
it
always
was?
A little
possible,
roid,
but-
maybe.
And what is the bump? Yeah.
Maybe a roid.
They're getting it checked, but I was curious if it is genital warts, and if that somehow spread to me, would I be able to confidentially, get...
Why?
Yeah.
Is dad walking in the room or something? Yeah, there he is. That
Wow.
man.
That's
Ooh, boy.
great.
It's a good question, though.
He caught the tail end of anal wart.
Yeah.
That's great. That's why.
Good
And
night, good night, Mom.
I've told Drew to do this many times.
Right on confidentially, too. It's just a confidentially click.
The Nazi war criminals, they kept the cyanide tablets. They just kept them in their cheek. If they were captured, they just chomped down on them, and that was it. They knew it was going to be an unspeakable death. Drew.
Cyanide. I've got it in the back of my mouth right now.
I'm telling you, because one day, 4 or 5 years from now, you turn the corner, you look in, you just see the back of your daughter's head, a pool man with his pants down, and you just you just bite down on it.
Yeah.
You're out before your head even hits the ground.
Remember that call?
You just go down.
We had a couple years ago with the woman was talking to us about anal sex, and then she says starts saying goodnight to her mom and
Yeah.
and her father McCaffrey and
yeah. I don't want.
Do we still have that call? I wonder.
Are you kidding?
Anderson might.
Are you high? We don't have anything on this show. Please. All right, Drew, what are we going to do?
We got to take a break.
We got to take a break?
Yeah.
Who are we going to talk to when we come back?
Samuel's.
Drew, do you ever get tired of doing horrible radio?
No. I'm offering it to you to...
I said who are we going to talk to?
And I answered,
and
Samuel.
I wasn't looking.
And I thought you were wondering which call we were going to so you could read what's up there. But I'll tell you what's up there.
Nothing
Sam
better than
is
a guy whose
worried
name
about
starts with an S. That's
consuming
compelling.
semen. He's gay, and he's worried about the STD risks.
All right. Fair enough. Stealing Time. Name of the movie. Ethan and Peter both here. We'll take a quick break. We'll talk to Samuel after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine. 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 LoveLine.
Everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry here tonight. Stealing Time, name of the movie. In semi-limited release starting tomorrow, Friday. You can just go to stealingtime-themovie.com and find where it's showing and who's in it and all that stuff. And then you can, while you're at the computer, you can find Godzuki, because he's driving us nuts. Started the show with Godzuki talk. The boys here had never seen Godzuki. Drew, you know Godzuki, yes?
Of course.
Can you see him in your mind's eye?
I just remember him blowing those little smoke rings.
Blue smoke rings. Yeah. I have to show Peter and Ethan Godzuki, otherwise I'm going to have to go home with them. And
show them at home.
And show them. I'm going to have to get on their computer.
You're going to show us your Godzuki at home? Okay.
I got one of those dribbling Godzukis, too. Mine
someplace else to go.
I got a bad gasket. No, it's just I'm going to make my life's work to let you guys see Godzuki, because it's driving me insane. I found him. I had someone find him at work on the computer. Drew, it's been an hour now. Can't find Godzuki.
No.
What does Godzuki really represent to you, Adam?
He's. I think I even have a Godzuki lighter. Godzuki's Godzilla's kid. And
is he half the size of the regular Godzilla?
He's even smaller.
He's sort of awkward and kind of fumbles around and knocks things over.
Yeah. Weren't they all kind of awkward, though? The animation back then, they were all really awkward.
This is not animation. This is...
It's
somebody in a suit.
But it's that weird claymation
It's a midget in a foam rubber suit.
It's somebody in a suit.
Those guys were in suits, yeah.
So it's not even like that David and Goliath claymation thing.
No. They're foam rubber suits crushing miniature villages.
Yeah.
Godzuki, Godzilla's son, my Moby Dick.
All right.
That's what I've decided. I've become like Captain Ahab. I'm obsessed now with Godzuki. I must hunt him down. Samuel?
Yes?
You're 18?
Yeah, and I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Bogus.
My question
Yeah, don't believe it already.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is that I've been with my boyfriend since I was 15.
Yeah.
And I'm 18 right now. And when we have oral sex, I want to know if it's bad for me if I eat his cum or lick or whatever.
Hold on.
You're gay.
Yes, I'm gay.
Hold on. Now I'm
intrigued.
Yes. Are you Hispanic, Samuel?
Nope.
What are you?
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where do you live?
In a Mexican neighborhood?
You know, in South Central.
South Central. It's a beautiful place out there, by the way.
Well, yes, there's added risk to swallowing. Hepatitis.
What about
and HIV.
eating?
Eating or whatever, any form of consumption through the mouth.
What if you cook it on pasta?
Yeah, cooking is probably okay.
Would cooking it
right?
kill some germs?
Yeah,
It would.
It'd be kind of like egg whites, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Samuel?
Getting quite a picture here.
You've been eating the same sperm for 3 years now?
No, I never done it. It's gonna be my first time. That's why I'm calling. I want to know what risk do I have if I do it.
Well, you risk it.
I'm all over I'm all over my ethnic stereotype map
he
here.
does-
I can't
yeah.
figure out
He
this
does
stuff.
sound kind of like a
Anyway, AIDS, hepatitis, those are the things you need to worry about if you're consuming. So it's safe sex.
Yeah.
Safe sex practice includes oral sex. So you want to use a condom.
I just put a Ziploc bag in my mouth and use it like a liner. Basically, I use my
Shopping
mouth
bag.
like a trash can at a dentist's office. You know what I mean? Just
Trash compactor.
Just throw it in there. Yeah, crushing ants with my bare hands.
Found a picture
All
of
right,
Godzuki.
Samuel. You found Godzuki?
Yeah,
How do we get it?
You got to go to Amazon.com and look up Godzilla's Revenge.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
And go to the larger picture. You can see him in the background. He's
All right, you kids are going to get your
on the
first
break,
taste.
I want to see it.
Prepare to be dazzled, both of you.
And you said Godzuki was
built him up so
representative
much.
of your Moby Dick.
He is my Moby Dick.
He's half of the regular Godzilla.
I would say less than half.
So you're less than half of the man.
Yeah. He blows smoke rings. Yeah. And he's cute.
He's cute, yeah.
Yeah. Laura?
Yeah.
Accidentally knocks buildings over as opposed
With
to
his
his
tail,
dad.
yeah. You're 22. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I actually just had a question for Peter and Ethan.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just love Peter. You are like the best. First of all, sorry,
What am I, chop liver?
you are too. I have a twin sister, and she loves you, Ethan. She's like obsessed with you. So if that makes you feel better.
The good times.
What am I, chopped liver?
No, okay.
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
that was
Go
Peter.
ahead.
That was Peter. I was joking.
Oh, well, anyway, I just first of all wanted to ask if you guys are good friends, because you guys are both in Can't Hardly Wait together.
Yeah.
Yep.
So were you guys friends during that, and now you guys filming?
We met on a movie called Dancer, Texas, and we spent some time in the middle of Nowheresville, Texas.
I drove him to the hospital so we could get on
an airplane to see the birth
drove him
of
to the
my
airport so we
my
could go to
baby.
the hospital. Yeah.
Laura, I talked to them both separately, unbeknownst to them. Peter considers them close friends. Ethan just said they're acquaintances. So, for whatever that's worth. I'm sorry I had to bring that up on the air,
Well,
but I do it
thanks.
every time we bring two guests
I
into
thought
the
you were
show.
my friend, Ethan.
Yeah.
Let's not. Let's just keep moving
behind us,
forward.
yes, let's go.
Let's put it behind us. Laura,
Yes.
any other questions?
Yeah, I just want to see how Jenny was doing. Peter?
She's doing well.
Sorry, I was a huge 90210 fan also.
You're married to Jenny Garth?
Yes, sis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have two kids.
Taylor from
Wow.
90210. We have 2 kids.
Yeah, a 6-year-old and a 6-month-old.
She was up on this show.
Congratulations.
She was on this show 12 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, at least 10 years ago.
Wow.
Well, it was before I was here,
It was
right?
Before you were here, I think it was in the Poor Man days. I think it was a good 12 years ago.
I love
It was
that.
actually like the first year of 90310. It's
210.
Whatever.
It was 90310 back then. Now it's 90210.
I like
That's how long ago it was.
I like that show, and I like Melrose Place too.
Yeah.
Listen, I completely. I know I sound like a major league puss here, but I think there's plenty of room for that kind of stuff on TV.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, I love this sort of drama and the soap. and the
Daytime
good-
dramas.
Yeah, it's good-looking people.
Apparently, there was no room for Fastlane, though.
I had room in my heart for Fastlane.
Good-looking people
Thank you,
frolicking.
Adam.
Yes. There's
Frolicking.
still, and now there's an empty
You're right.
space.
There's not been much
Well,
frolicking.
that's why I'm here to fill that void.
Since Baywatch got pushed along.
Yeah,
Not much frolicking.
no frolicking, no backstabbing, no cat fights. You know what I mean?
You're right.
I miss that stuff.
We have the news for that now.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's no one looks that good. That's the problem. All right, Chris, did you find Godzuki yet, bud?
He says on
Godzilla's
Amazon.com.
Revenge.
Godzilla's Revenge.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Drew, you know what I feel like on this show? You know, we feel like we just entertain ourselves sometimes. We have to
with the ants, with the circus of ants you have in front of you,
with whatever, guys.
With whatever gets put in front of us. I just started making games up like Godzuki. Anything but talk to screwed up
we're like
teens.
prisoners.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Hi.
You're 24?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to explain a short situation for you real quick. Me and this guy were having intercourse for probably about a good 4 months, off and on. We knew each of us would have other relationships with other people.
Translation, he
She sounds like
he
she's got
wasn't
a
that
little
into
thing
you.
on
That's
her
the
voice.
translation.
Does she have like a little voice thing?
Basically, I was home base, both in our both ways, like we wanted to when we wanted to, and called upon each other to hang out with each other.
Yeah,
and do
but
whatever.
that's because that's the rules.
You would have gladly been his girlfriend, but he didn't want that.
No, actually, I didn't want a boyfriend.
Right after you found out he didn't want you for his girlfriend.
No, because I'm really not into trying to commit to anybody right about now. I'm more on a... back in 98, I went with a guy that was for like 6 years, I guess, and he went to jail for raping a 14-year-old.
Good times.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
You what? Before?
I had been raped before.
Yeah,
so
of course.
it
Not
slipped me
rape,
out.
sexually abused, then rape.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's your horrible dad?
my dad is not horrible.
Oh, he's got it. He's got to be a bad guy.
My dad? Oh, God,
Yeah.
no.
Really? Where is he?
He's
Where is
in
he?
Oklahoma City.
All right. Did you guys?
This was out in North Carolina that happened to me. I stayed with a best friend over the night and her stepdad, blah blah blah. And
All right, but let me just do a little quick.
How old were you when the stepdad stepped in?
9.
9. There we go.
Your stepdad.
No, her stepdad.
No, my best friend's stepdad. It was like
Sure,
I
you
stayed
I said
over
your stepdad. You said her
house,
her friend,
and we
right?
watched TV,
I beg your pardon.
I'm
and-
Okay.
lost.
All right.
What was the
So,
question?
stepdad sexually, your friend's stepdad sexually abused you when you were 9.
Mhm.
And what about your biological father?
He almost killed him and almost went to jail for it, but got away for considering the circumstances. The guy didn't die. So he just learned his lesson.
So your dad attacked the guy that raped you?
My dad's not the guy who raped me, no.
No, your dad attacked the guy that
Oh,
raped
yeah. He beats the living crap.
Hold on a second. You just you
She sounds like she has a flanger on her voice.
You get a little spoiled living in Los Angeles up in the year 2003. You sort of think that it's all about laptops and $5 cappuccinos. People are driving zero emission vehicles. You don't realize you do a little thumbing around the rest of the country. There's still some guys going after guys with pitchforks and stuff.
yeah.
You know,
Why is it all in the Bible Belt too?
They're
Why?
deep eye for an eye.
Is that what it is?
And an
Thomas
ant
lost
for an ant. I crush him with my bare hands. All right.
What's her question? I didn't catch that. Does she have a question?
She's just emoting.
What is your
She's just
question?
emoting.
He likes me to talk to him during sex. Well, it's all about, at first, it was all about, is it good to you, so forth, so on. It was repetitive. It was constant. I didn't care for the constantness of it. It was kind of annoying, but the sex was good, so I put up with it.
Sure.
But this last time we had sex, right before he leaves, he asked me to basically tell him what I would say to my last boyfriend during our heavy lovemaking and tell me how you loved him and tell me how you would say it to him and say it all sexy like you'd say it to him. And then
And this
I figured he was basically wanting me to tell him that I loved him.
No.
I say that, so after that, he comes out with, well, say his name. I'm like, what?
Elizabeth, he's looking to humiliate you.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
He's a bad guy, and he's not your boyfriend, and you should stop having sex with him.
There he is.
We found Godzuki, by the way.
Is Godzuki.
Found Godzuki. Elizabeth.
Godzuki looks like an ugly
We found Godzuki. You need to find a
Looks like
therapist.
Barney's
the giant mantis,
brother
too.
from hell.
All right, quiet down. I feel bad for Elizabeth. I don't like
Sorry.
this guy. You've been traumatized. You hate men. There's anger in your voice. I can hear it. It's horrible. Okay? You got to get some therapy.
Oh, well.
You're going to
Yeah.
be miserable, and you're going to be the world's worst mom. Do you have any kids?
No,
Good. Don't have kids.
I know.
Wait a long time. And I'm sorry, and I know you like to defend your biological dad. I'm guarantee if I had another 45 seconds, we'd be able to figure out what a colossal a-hole he was.
Yeah.
So listen, get some therapy, would you? Or you just want to go through life sort of stupid, banging your head, banging the wrong guys? This is your plan?
No.
All right, why don't you read a book and get some therapy and take care of yourself a little bit? I'm sorry for everything that's happened to you, but you got to take control of your life now. You're 24, all right?
Yeah.
All right, break
There you
up.
go.
All right.
That's it.
All right, now, more importantly, we found Godzuki. Yes.
I'm impressed.
Something I didn't realize, his radioactive breath would come online when his father stepped on his foot.
Oh, that's right. That's right. His dad had to stomp on his foot.
Like, there's pieces missing out of the foam rubber suit. It's kind of ridiculous.
Listen, this was no Facinelli budget.
This is much better.
All right. Now,
It looks like the snowman from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, yeah. He was cute, Godzuki was. All right. Let's.
He was cute. Look at him, but that doesn't look like smoke rings. It looks like that looks like some full blown flames there.
His
Adam.
father stepped on his foot.
He blew smoke rings until his dad
It
stepped on
always
his foot.
comes down to the dad.
Then
See that? Just like the last caller.
He blew fire, and then when his dad twists his tail, he blew Doug, who was older friend of his dad's. So he had 3 modes, Drew.
Oh.
All right. I love a good blow joke. All right, let's talk to Lucky, who's 18. Lucky?
Yeah.
Is your name Lucky?
It's kind of a nickname, but I've had it since I was little.
All right, what's up?
Okay, I've been with my boyfriend for like a year, and he just found out that through the whole course of us having sex, I've never had an orgasm.
Were you faking it the whole time?
Sort of. I'm not real loud in bed anyway. He was thinking that I was, though, so I guess, yeah.
Well, okay.
Was he faking it?
Yeah, I've done that.
And he's feeling like really bad now, and he's mad at me.
Why did you tell him? Did you tell him you were faking it, or did you just tell him you never had an orgasm the whole time you were with him?
It came up because he'd asked me if... I don't even remember. I was drunk.
Have you ever had an orgasm before?
No.
You've been with this guy for 3 years?
A year. 1 year.
1 year. And so did you fake it? I mean, did you... I know you're a little heavy breathing and stuff, but did you lead him to believe you were having an orgasm?
I didn't think I did, but...
Did he ever ask you, did you have an orgasm, and did you say yes? Or I mean,
Well, he would be like, did you like that? And I would say yes, but...
Well, you could like it and not have an orgasm.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
sometimes it takes a while for women to have an orgasm.
Did
too,
you,
sometimes, you know?
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's just really... I don't know, he's defensive about it now. He's 10 years older than me.
Ooh.
I'm probably like the 40th person he's been with. And now he said that he feels like less of a man or something like that. And I feel bad because I know
If he's dating an 18-year-old, he probably already is a little less of a man.
He feels like Godzuki.
Tennessee.
Half of a Godzilla.
Tennessee calling. Remember I was saying about the rest of the country?
Yeah,
they don't
awful.
disappoint. Yeah.
I feel
Hey,
bad, though.
yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
because it has to be me. I mean,
Okay, so hold on a second. You're 17 when you meet him, or 16?
I was 17.
He's 27.
And he's 27.
What's the age of consent in Tennessee? Like 14?
9. It's 9.
Well,
If you're related to him, it's
Ethan's room in
6.
there.
In Tennessee, it's however many fingers the girl holds up when you ask her how old she is. So she just does that. You go, how old are you, sweetness? And she goes, That's the age of consent.
He's holding up the 4 fingers for those on the radio.
Yeah. When do kids stop that? 6 with the hand thing?
Yeah,
18?
He's almost 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
See, I got a little sister, man, and she probably listening, but she used to bring home these guys 10, 15 years older than her, and it's like...
Oh, that's bad.
It's like, yeah, come on, baby. Yeah.
Hey, Lucky?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this guy.
You're not
He's a
so
criminal.
lucky.
Yeah.
Well, he has been a criminal before, but he's not
Okay.
now.
Well, he is because he was sleeping with a 17-year-old when he was 10
We
years
didn't
old.
do anything until I turned 18.
All right. What was just BJ's and anal for the first 9 months he knew you?
No, like just making out. I mean,
Oh, okay. What was he? What was his criminal? What was he locked up for?
It was a long time ago, but it was drugs and a misconduct with a deadly weapon and a grand theft auto. But he doesn't do that now.
Of course.
No,
He's
never.
cured.
Right. He's
that one the system fixed.
What's he now? He's an orthodontist, an attorney. What's he do?
He works at Walmart.
Mechanic?
Works at Walmart.
Yeah.
All right.
That's an honest living.
Let me say something to the ironically named Lucky. Yeah, I think you could do a little better than this guy. I don't like him.
Is he in recovery?
Huh?
Is he in recovery?
Yeah, he's been clean for 2 years, I think, a year.
All right. He's too old for you. And here's the other thing. You're 18 and you sound like you're 12.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't.
This is my favorite theory on the show, by the way.
There's 16 years between the two of you.
Yeah.
Although I bet he has the mentality of a 17-year-old, so there's only 5 years.
I don't feel like I'm 12.
You just seem confused by life.
That's true.
Okay.
Had a
Well,
lot
there you
going
go.
on.
Okay, look. Don't get pregnant.
I won't.
What are you using? What are you using for protection? Like an acorn or something?
What are you using?
I'm picturing like putting like a pine cone up you or something.
What are you using?
Birth control and condoms.
Good.
Excellent.
That's a good girl.
He has a kid, and we've talked about it, and we both don't want that to happen here.
I'm sure he's a dynamite father.
But am I doing something wrong not to have had in this span of
That's
time?
not your fault.
No,
It's not your fault at all.
You probably will never have one during intercourse. You're going
Or
to have
until
to.
you're later in life.
Don't
and even
jinx
then,
her
it's gonna be
vagina,
later.
Drew.
Well, she could have one during oral sex, maybe, and with somebody paying attention.
Like
Not sure this
possibly
guy's up for it.
Could possibly be the red Walmart vest he's wearing during oral. I'd just take that
A little
off.
bit distracting. Huh?
Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm building a fence. I'm building a fence on top of the fence around my house. That's it. I'm just gonna here's my whole thing. I'm building a fence and I'm putting a turret on my roof. It's us or them, fellas. It's us or them. We gotta keep them out.
We're moving in.
We go first shot's just gonna be a warning shot, and then after that, I go for the temple. And I'm Godzuki.
Godzuki's gonna be your guard dog.
Oh God. Okay, Drew. All right, let's take ourselves a little break, huh?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry, both here tonight. Both from Stealing Time. Out possibly in a theater near you starting tomorrow. You can go to stealingtime-themovie.com if you want to find out any information about where it might be playing.
If you get on a bus now, you might be able to make it to L.A. tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of
Or it's
people.
kicked that out of the theater.
A lot of people in L.A. who are listening to the show who are going to go out and see it, I'm sure. Let's talk to Nicole. Nicole,
Hi.
you're 23?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm calling because I'm a teacher, and it's my second year as a teacher, and I had a situation this past couple days that I needed to talk to someone about.
All right.
And my question is, I caught one of my students masturbating in class. And I don't
What
know.
grade do you teach?
I teach 7th grade.
When there were other students around?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, that kid needs to see a doctor immediately.
Yeah, really? Immediately?
Yeah.
A doctor?
Yeah.
Or somebody's got. What are his parents like? Do you know his parents?
I do know his parents. He's actually...
Bob and Jenny Jackman, do you know them?
Well, was he? Did you find him like in the closet hiding doing it, or was he in the back of the room like doing it wide open? Was he doing it for attention? Is what I'm asking.
No, he's actually my TA. He's an 8th grader.
Ooh.
And, he didn't have
hot for
anything
you.
else. Huh?
What were you wearing?
Nothing revealing.
All right.
Yeah.
And was he at your desk at that little desk that's near your desk?
Yeah.
So he was facing the class.
No, he was sitting at my desk, but it's like sideways to the class. So he had his backpack like kind of pulled up where you can't.
Maybe he just had to go.
Yeah. And when you're in the 8th grade, that stuff hits you. You can't, you look at the clock, it's like, it's 10:45. I'll be home in 9.5 hours. Way too long. That's a lifetime.
You know, and it's hard getting up sometimes, so you just take care of it. And
well, what time was it? I'm going to do some math. I know how Drew feels about this, but it's starting to come into shape here.
I'm getting ready to unload here. So you
hold on a second. Just relax over there. You can look at those pictures of Godzuki and quiet.
Very soothing. You're right.
What class was it? Homeroom?
No, it's a science class.
Science class.
Was there a volcano in the room other than him, or
were there naked anatomy pictures anywhere?
No, nothing.
All right.
And you say you weren't wearing anything for feeling.
How old were you?
How old am I?
We just found a picture. Chris Carter looks like Godzuki. All right, listen. Hold on a second. Let's contain ourselves here for a second. Drew's going nuts. All right. This guy, now, does this guy have any problems that you've known about before this?
No.
And how did you catch him, by the way?
I was helping some of my students. I turned around and I could see him going through the motions.
And what was it? The kind of thing where he was trying desperately not to be seen?
Yes.
Yes, but he just could not contain his impulses.
Right.
And what time of day was this again?
It was around 2 p.m.
Oh, see, now that's an argument for and against. He could have held out another 45, 50 minutes and made it home.
8th grade, you might not be able to hold on.
Yeah.
How old are you in 8th grade? 14?
13.
You're about 13.
All right.
Now, what did you do? Did you ignore it?
Just let everybody know.
I noticed it, but I kind of made him know that I tried to make it clear with my body, like language, that I knew something was going on by raising my eyebrows and kind of looking over at
just
him.
made him beat him faster.
So you raised your eyebrow and winked at him?
Yeah, he thought. Yeah, that when I see that, I think double time. All right. So
that's
Drew,
the hurry up eyebrow.
Go ahead, Drew. What about
Nicole?
this?
Look, this is a very serious sign.
Oh no!
And you really should have taken this child immediately for some attention.
Drew, really? I'm beating off in weird places.
Not in front of a classroom with an adult present. I guarantee you haven't.
Well, how about driving my mini truck on Rambla Pacifica in Malibu on the way to a construction job?
Entirely different thing.
Stick shift?
And there's a number of different things this can be, none of which are good, all of which need professional intervention. There are signs of either something very seriously going on at home or a major psychiatric diagnosis emerging here.
Possibly.
But in either case, it's a sign, and I mean, you should immediately alert.
Well, who's she alert?
And I don't know if you have a supervisor or an administrator.
Well, the janitor would be a first place to start.
You have to bring this child to appropriate attention.
Do you think he might have been doing it for attention, though?
No,
Being a female, I just didn't know how to approach that.
No, listen,
Nicole,
I'm sort of shocked that as a teteacher they haven't given you. I'm shocked.
Oh, Drew, you're overreacting.
No, I'm not overreacting.
Oh, yes, you are.
There are certain. If he Nicole, would you have known what to do?
He was trying to get one off.
If he started hearing voices or talking to himself, would you have known what to do with that?
No.
Okay. They need to give you some training on just basic.
Yeah, she's
signs
23.
Of serious,
she was freaked out a little bit.
Of seriously.
She didn't know it was
behavior.
a serious. She just thought it was an eighth grader
teacher.
All right, but listen, Nicole. What else? Is anything else up with this guy? How's his family seem? Does he dress
Good.
okay? Does he a good student?
Good student, good parents, very involved in his education.
Yeah, doesn't know other signs of anything?
No.
All right, Drew,
How did he become your teaching assistant?
I had him as a student last year, and he was a really good student, and he came to me and asked me if he could be my TA, and I said, of course, because he's a good student.
What would you have done? What would you have done, Nicole, if he were 8 years old and doing this?
I would think that an 8-year-old would not understand that it might not be appropriate.
8-year-olds will show their genitalia and masturbate, and it's a sign of severe psychological distress.
Do you ever get a payoff on one of your questions?
I'm just wondering if she has any training at all in this at any age
No,
group.
she's 23. She works for LA Unified. She don't know anything. But look, he's an eighth grader beating off, trying to keep his sack in front of his sack.
In front of a classroom full of students.
He wishes they were gone. I guarantee you that.
An adult present. if someone that has that difficulty in containing impulse is a serious sign.
All right.
So
He wasn't sitting under a freeway over ramp in his car. He was in the middle of a classroom.
Adam's like, wait, did you see me yesterday?
Yeah.
You were following me home from work.
Wait a minute, I got the limo tint on the car. What the hell could you?
Classroom with adult,
not that big a deal.
Feet away.
Could be a big deal. Probably not.
Like, do you think this kid has a crush on you?
No, it doesn't. It's irrelevant. It is a serious sign and it needs attention. The kid is in distress. And
Right. No, it's maybe, but probably not. That's the reality. Yeah, I know you're a doctor, but I'm telling you, he was trying to get one off. He does have some boundary issues. I got friends that have tried this sort of thing.
13.
Yeah, he's in the 8th grade. He's new to beating off.
You weren't even doing it.
When you're beating, I wasn't doing it when I was 13.
When you started doing it, did you do it out in public places?
I had probably peeled a few off in a few places. Not a classroom, but
not especially then, because they're very
It's
ashamed
like
to quiet
Spider-Man
about it.
finding your webs. You want
All
to
right.
play with?
You'll see.
Like, you
Drew.
just want to play
Good
with it.
student, no problems. You'll see. But talk to who? Talk to your principal.
You got to talk to whoever your supervisor is and get this
All
kid
right,
to some
this kid's life's ruined now. You've ruined his life, Drew.
He'll never get another hard on.
Ryan,
Yeah.
you're 18?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You got a beat-off question, too?
Well, let's see if he compares.
Well,
Is this?
Actually, I got kind of 2 short questions, but is that okay?
All right.
Okay. Well, anyway, you're just talking about that 8th grade thing.
Yeah.
That's really weird because I actually did that in my English class in 8th grade,
Yeah.
and I did not get caught. But I don't think that kid's got a problem because once you start doing it, you kind of got to do it in like places where you get the fear of getting caught because it's kind of more exciting. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Well, let's see if Ryan's got any issues that we should. If that one is a poster child for appropriate, sort of sexual conduct. Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, well, anyway, I was wondering if you masturbate too much, is there any problems that it could cause?
Well, what do you mean by too much? What's happening?
Well, nothing's happening. I just
Well, how many times a day?
probably 3 or 4.
That's not too
And
much.
do you have any history of sexual traumas or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
You weren't sexually abused or exposed to pornography at a young age?
I probably was exposed to pornography at a young age.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? Everybody gets hold of porno. Every 18-year-old has a
Brother saw
computer
Playboy
now.
or something.
Everyone's got a computer gets hold of something.
How much pornography were you exposed to?
not a lot. As I got older, like now, I look at tons of porn.
I understand, but when you were younger, what happened?
When I was younger, I went over to a friend's house, and his older brother started showing me pictures, people sent him on email.
How old were you?
I think I was in 6th grade.
All right, that's not it.
That's all right.
All right, listen, Ryan, what are you doing now? Besides beating off this very second.
Talking to you guys and beating off. Nothing.
Any other problems? You on medication or anything?
I am on depression medication.
Yeah. Oh, see? Drew loves that.
Do you have, they think you're maybe bipolar or do they think you're unipolar depression?
No, I just ever since I was in 7th grade, I don't know, I just look like I haven't been happy since 7th grade. I've just been depressed about everything.
And again, that's some people use sex as a way of trying to regulate affective states. And if they've particularly had any kind of sexual or interpersonal trauma, was there a lot of chaos in your family growing up?
No, my family's are religious, and I have a good family and everything.
All right. Well, he's just got an old-fashioned screw loose. Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Let's stay on that medication. Stay away from your junk.
Yeah.
Well, limit yourself to once a day. You got to get
Or
busy. Twice a day.
Twice a day.
3 or 4 times a day, max. No more second question. What are you doing? Are you working?
No, this was my second question.
I don't care. What are you doing for your life?
My life, I work
Where do you work?
at Little Caesars.
All right. You're delivering pizza. You know.
Yeah.
You're not doing it at work, are you?
You're not
Because I order from that.
You're not putting your own
No, I'm
special
not doing it
toppings
at
on
work.
those things, are you? All right. All right. I don't need a second.
But here's another case in point. He's depressed.
Sort of, but not really.
Why is he on medication?
Well, he's depressed.
Okay, and that kid.
But he wasn't traumatized.
No, I understand, but it's a sign, and that would have brought him to appropriate attention if somebody had said, "Hey, this kid's doing some funny behavior."
I'm telling you, eighth graders once you get on to beating off, it is game on. It is game on.
I understand that. I understand you're not a sexual compulsive. I understand that.
Yes,
but be that as it may.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
Listen, you're a man of
seriously.
supreme passion. You don't want to start talking about you banging every nurse that came within 10 feet of the hospital. Meanwhile, I'm just
But he
with
doesn't beat
Julio
off
and
4 times a day.
Hidalgo crying out in the hot sun while you're banging nurses. That's my life. Just swinging a hammer with a bunch of day laborers while you're
Depression again.
banging candy stripers. Don't tell me about sexual compulsivity. I make that word up.
No,
All
it's
right,
good work.
let's take ourselves a little break.
Yeah, we've had it's been too intense.
It's been too taxing.
Yeah.
It's been too intense in here. We got to find more pictures of Chris Carter and Godzuki.
It's a good one here.
We'll take ourselves a break. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry here tonight. Stealing Time, name of their latest movie coming out tomorrow. Go to stealingtime-themovie.com and find out where it's playing and then go see it. All right. Where was we, Drew? Let's talk to Jamie, who's 23. Jamie?
Hi.
Hey.
Here you go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
All right.
All right, start that over again.
Here we go. Ask your question.
Okay. I recently got married.
Mhm.
And
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my husband and I did not sleep with each other before.
Mm-hmm.
And sex is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yes, it's 100 times better, isn't it?
Well, yeah, when we have it.
Ooh.
I know it sounds like so stupid, but like he's a grad student and we're busy and it just doesn't. We're newlyweds, for God's sakes. Why don't we ever have sex? And why
Well,
is it
How often are you? How why isn't what?
it's awful.
stressful?
Stressful.
Oh, stressful.
Awful. It's just
All
stressful.
right. Well,
How often?
Yes.
Fast, like 3 times a week.
That's pretty good for people with busy
Yeah, but
lives.
when it adds up
Yeah.
to
It only
6
goes
minutes.
downhill from there. So.
Well, how long did you guys
know.
wait before you had sex?
5 years.
Wow. So,
Ew.
yeah, the expectations were up there.
And have you had sex before him?
I did when I was 16, but it wasn't like a big deal to me.
All right. Was
a
he?
virgin, right?
He was a virgin.
Does
All
he
right.
know that you weren't a virgin?
No. Yeah.
Have you talked to him about
Yes,
this,
he
about
knows.
wanting to have sex more?
Yeah, and he wants to too. It's just like we're always tired and cranky and stressed out.
All right. Listen, Katie, quiet down. Let me ask some questions.
Okay.
First off, 3 times a week, fine.
That's plenty.
For married, that's not so bad.
Right. Now let's focus on the part where you're not satisfied during
Right.
the 3 times
the
you have
big thing.
sex.
That's the main thing.
And secondly, you have that little girl voice.
Yeah, I love that. That's the theory.
Yeah, that's our theory.
She's stuck at the 16. I
I
love
have
she
a little
doesn't have
girl
the-
voice.
she
Too.
doesn't
What does
have-
that mean?
She doesn't,
We'll get to that one out later.
she doesn't have the symptoms. She just has the voice. But
She has a little bit of anger too.
all right,
She
anything
didn't
ever
want to have
happen?
sex for a long time. I mean, that's a 10-year gap from 16 to 25.
Ever abused growing up?
No.
Jamie, nothing. Parents good. Everyone treated you right.
Yeah. I grew up really fast. I was just like,
What does that mean?
well, my sister was always in trouble, so I was on my own a lot. I was just responsible. I was the good kid.
What happened to your
Parents were
sister?
divorced. She's
What
a complete psycho.
Really? What'd she do?
She's just dropping out of high school and running away all the time and
What was she running away from?
nothing. She
Yeah.
thought in her head that my parents were weird, but, they weren't.
They weren't.
Usually kids that
No.
run away, does she run away and stay away for a while?
No.
All right.
She would run away and then call the police and, fake bruises and paint bruises on herself and say my parents hit her and try and get put into foster care.
Did they ever hit her?
Try to get put
No.
into foster care?
No.
Okay, your
They
parents
never
were.
did. They were
Wow.
good parents. My stepdad didn't get along with us, but he was never abusive.
Stepdad.
He wasn't very nice.
When did your mom get remarried?
I was 12.
She sounds around 12, doesn't she, guys?
Yeah.
How old's your sister?
And my sister is 20.
She's 20.
Mhm.
She's 23.
Your sister's
I'm
young.
My little
Your sister. Oh, this was your. I thought this was your older sister. It's your
No,
younger sister.
Started screwing around when she was like 12 and I was 14. So.
All right. Well,
like the
okay.
stepdad.
Couple things. Yeah. Sounds like there's a little more going on at home other than your sister just being crazy
A lot of
and your
chaos.
parents being great.
A lot of chaos.
Could you
Is your
agree
dad
with
in the
that?
picture at all?
Did you see your dad? Do you still see him?
Oh, yeah. My dad and I actually get along really well. He's my favorite parent.
But still chaos.
yeah.
A lot of chaos, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Katie. Chaos, Katie. I'm sorry, Jamie. I was looking at the next call. But I am going to use Chaos Katie when I get there. Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 3 times a week is fine. Your husband didn't have a lot of experience before he met you, so you're kind of breaking his hymen in, and it's going to take him a while to find his groove. If he does. Also, you got a little anger built up in you, and you may be putting a little pressure on him, and he may not be handling it too well.
You think he feels like maybe he's not performing as well, so maybe he kind of stays clear a little bit?
Nothing so overt as that.
Yeah, but inexperienced guys don't handle pressure very well. Experienced guys like myself, we just give a little grab a tuft of hair and a little slap on the ass. We call it a little rough parade.
Well, how is the sex with him? I mean, how do you guys?
Yeah, you love it.
Is the sex good between the two of you when you do have it?
Yeah.
No.
You're not satisfied.
Does he give you oral sex?
Yeah.
Is he good at it?
Yeah.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are you complaining about then?
Just that it's
She
always
wants more.
squished into a billion other things, and we're both, like, annoyed and stressed out. And stuff
You
like
want the
that.
big romantic fairy tale
And why is
thing,
that
right?
his fault that you're squishing it in?
We both do.
Why is that his fault?
Isn't that usually how it works? They squish it in, and then
You think it could be
isn't that
gay?
what
No.
intercourse is?
Katie
Katie's
is
angry with men.
Squishing it in.
Katie's angry at men.
Yes, she's angry with men.
That sort of passing comment of her stepdad wasn't abusive; he was just sort of mean to them,
bad guy,
and you know, think about what that does. Let me explain something to everybody. Women's minds are. They're like sponges, whereas guys' minds are like anvils. You know, there's nothing penetrates our mind, for good or for bad.
Did you say anthills?
Anvil, the thing you make horseshoes on.
Exactly, point proven.
But I could crush an ant
with your head.
The point is you take a girl who's 12. You take some prick of a stepdad who just walks around the house, maybe feels a little threatened by him sexually or physically, feels like the guy doesn't like her or want her there. It could freak her out. And Jamie over here is a little freaked out and angry.
Having sex 3 times a week, guys oral, putting out, but it's not what she wants.
I had sex 3
he's
times
responsible
a year
for
when
that.
I was married. I mean, that's pretty good.
And she's angry with him for not.
She's going to sabotage this thing in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to deal with
Maybe
those
that's
anger
what she
issues.
wants to do.
Oh, it is.
You know?
Yeah, and they've been together for
5 years.
Yeah, this thing ain't gonna. This thing might make it. It may be over before the show's over.
But good luck to you.
Well,
get some counseling.
Yeah.
Don't have any kids.
Talk to him.
Don't have
Communication, man.
And let me tell
Cut the
you,
guy some slack.
here's the thing: is
Talk to him.
23-year-old virgin guys are ill-equipped to deal with.
I was just going to say, one of the things he needs to be able to do is understand the space she needs in order to feel sexual. He's got to be able to have time focus where they're having dialogue and
She
talking.
needs to talk to him, not talk on the phone to you guys. Talk to him.
But for a young male that age, the whole notion of sort of creating intimate contact and space for intimacy is a very difficult thing for him to master. And so she's got to kind of show him and tell him what she needs in order to feel intimate, and she's too angry to do that.
Yeah.
The whole idea of squishing everything in as opposed to creating time and space for real intimate contact.
You know where my space for intimacy is?
Between the OK sign and your finger.
Yeah.
That's
like right. He has to squish it in there.
Well, actually, I go this
Don't
side.
you
Yeah,
think,
but that's
though,
my space.
If he hasn't had sex in basically
You
his whole
squish
life,
it right there.
Drew, don't you think he'd want to have sex more though?
3 times a week is about where
If he was a virgin, all of a sudden he's like, whoop-de-doo, now I get to have sex.
He's a graduate student, though, and they've married a while.
Yeah, and I think he feels her anger, her hostility, and her pressure, and is probably
times a week
avoiding
is
it.
about
I think that's
average.
it. I think Adam's got that.
Thank you.
3 times a week?
No guy likes to be pressured.
Katie,
take the pressure off.
You're 23.
Yes, hi, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
How you
I
doing?
just wanted to first say that I'm a really big fan of your show. I've been listening for about 8 years, and I don't know your guests, but I'm sure that they're great too, and I want to say thank you for taking my call.
All right.
I could explain who they were, and you would know them, but I don't have that time.
Go ahead. It's near the end of your guys' show, so I'll try and keep it brief.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this guy for about 6 months, and I really like him, but early on in the relationship, he let me know that he liked drugs and he liked to use drugs, and I don't. For whatever reason, I'm kind of against drugs and just don't use them. And so one time I asked him, what's your favorite drug? And he said acid. And I said, how many times have you done it? And he said, I don't know, over 200.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And
Here's the deal with that. For one thing, usually only alcoholic addicts take acid that many times. Not that they're getting addicted to acid, but that they're in that frame of seeking relief or seeking regulation from substances. And that many hits of acid will cause depression over the long term. Guaranteed.
I guess that's kind of what I'm worried about in terms of our long-term future, whatever you may call it. Because what's hard for me is I haven't seen him do drugs because he's studying to be an EMT, so he can't do any drugs.
Yeah,
it's a great job for a guy who's taking over 200 hits.
I hate to say it,
flashbacks.
You need to read my book. You need to read a book, Cracked.
Can I ask you, Dr. Drew? I'm a teacher. I'm in a teaching program, so I'm very broke. If you were to have any extra copies, I would love to read your book. Could you
Lauren,
send me one?
Extra copies?
I've got some I'm sending out.
You don't got $18, sweetie?
Okay, really, I have tons of student loans, and the program does.
Hold on, let me sending books out.
Let me
Throw
in a T-shirt.
Let me explain something.
She's a teacher.
It's okay. You can
he has a huge listen.
I want to send her the book.
He's got a big monthly nut. You get hit with the luxury car tax. You get hit with the gas guzzler tax. He's got the 400 horsepower Beamer out there. That house, you know what the water?
One?
He's got a spread. He's got
That 760, that new one?
He's got the 5, the M5.
Yeah, but it's tax deductible. Give her the book.
Lauren, would you send her the book?
Just the landscape lighting alone and a place the size he's living in is
that's why we need a new
hundreds
governor.
of maybe thousands of dollars
Just the
a
lighting.
month.
Just the
irrigation, landscape lighting. You burn 4 or 5 gallons alone with that car. You're just making it up your driveway.
If you vote for Dr. Drew, everyone gets a free book.
All right.
So Katie I'll get her a book.
All right. We'll take care of Katie. She's a dynamite lady. I
think it would help her.
I think it would too. And if somebody says I've taken over 200 hits of acid, that means something, and you can expect the acid to rear its ugly head at some point.
If it hasn't already.
Right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Well, by the sound of that song, we know it's the end of the show. But I want to thank Peter and Ethan for coming in here tonight. The movie, Stealing Time. Go to stealingtime-themovie.com. Find out where it's playing. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Hey,
thanks for having us.
Come back anytime when you got another project to promote. We need to give some thanks for thanks are due. I want to thank engineer Chris for doing a great job. Engineer
He's been doing that
Anderson,
for us
the
all night.
magic-fingered one, for sliding those potentiometers. I want to thank phone screener Tara, don't call me Tara, goddamn, for doing a spectacular job. Except for last night, which was really bad. And Brian, too, same thing. Great job.
Way to go,
But
B!
not last night. Last night, bad calls. Not necessarily their fault. Anyway, great job. I want to thank producer Ann for putting her feminine stink on the show all week long. And, of course, Junior producer Lauren for doing such a wonderful job and finding Godzuki when all the great minds could not. And Chris Carter matching up. And, of course, my good friend Dr. Drew has been having a tough week, kids. Be easy on him. So,
Thank you.
until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
You're an ant-crushing, ambidextrous man.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.